All right, great Monday morning. I hope you're doing well. This I'm Mascotto Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery, and with our 15 minutes of mastery that we do each and every day to get your day started off on the right foot with some information, inspiration, motivation, so that you can go out and attack the day each and every day. Listen up, it's Monday. It's the start of a new week. It's the 2nd of February, short month. I want to make sure you guys are staying on track with everything that you've got to get done. And that's why today I'm going to come in and talk to you about the subject of winning. Are you playing to win? For those of you that caught the Super Bowl last night, well, you saw on display their true dominance, right? Dominating the Chiefs by the Eagles and all that goes into play with that. And so I really thought it'd be important to come in today and talk about coming in and playing to win. Tom Brady says the true competitors, though, are the ones that always play to win. And that's not just in sports, it's in life, it's in business, it's in sales, it's in whatever it is that you choose to do. And so I want to talk about that today. Look, I'm coming to you live from the home office today just because I'm getting on the road a little bit later and I'm going to be out of town working in Tyler. Going to be with the group out there in Tyler, Texas for the next few days. But today, wrapping up some things this morning here before getting on the road. But did not want to skip over the opportunity to come in and speak to you on winning. And are you playing to win each and every day? What does that look like? How can you do it? And what's the benefit to it? Because, most people confuse winning when it comes to business, when it comes to your regular life, right? Because sometimes we're so close-minded in thinking that this really only applies to these athletes. It only applies to people that are in some sort of sport. Well, sales is a sport. Sales in manufactured home sales, any type of sales, it's a sport. It's something that you can win or you can lose at. And so we want to discuss that and make sure that you've got the right thought process on this, because like I said, a lot of people get that confused. They think that simply showing up, going through the motions, paying the bills is winning, when in reality, you're simply surviving. You're just going through the motions, and we want to make sure that you're doing more than just that. Okay. Because let me ask you a question. For the amount of time that you put in each and every day doing what you do you feel that you're thriving, or do you feel that you're just getting by? Do you feel that you're able to accomplish more than just had you been working a conventional job somewhere? Because if that's not the case, if you're not living a more enhanced life, if you're not being able to do things for other people beyond yourself, and you're in sales, you're in manufactured home sales, you're really selling yourself short. Okay. And like we've been talking about, you've heard me talk about this for years and continue to talk about it in the sense that, look, there's so much out there that can be done, that should be done, that we have the responsibility to do beyond just ourselves, helping other people accomplish great things. And want to make sure that you're all applying yourselves daily to this, because winning is a daily habit. You guys hear me talk about whether you win today, you lose today. Every morning I post in the morning about getting the day started, being 1% better, right? And always commenting on there, win the day. You want to win the day, but what does win the day mean, and what does it look like? Because here's the thing, the more days you win, the more weeks you're going to win. The more weeks you win, the more months you win. And the more months you win, the more years you win, and the better things play out for you. But unless we're being intentional about it, unless we're truly getting after it and have a plan for it, we're not really going to be able to accomplish those things unless we're looking at the things that are in front of us and have it truly planned out. That's the difference between the high performers and everybody else. The high performers are intentional about winning every single day. They're intentional about playing to win. They're not just showing up, going through the motions and hoping things are going to work in their favor. They're truly taking the steps to make sure that they are. And whether you're in sales or anything else, it doesn't matter what it is that you do. You may be watching this right now and saying, hey, well, I'm not in sales. I'm not in manufacturing home sales. So I guess this doesn't apply to me. No, it applies to you. I don't care what it is that you do. You can play to win as well. You can continue to grow. You can continue to improve, and you can do bigger and better things, because that's the beauty of life. That's the beauty, especially of being here in this country and being able to do great things for yourself. So it takes having a plan and working the plan, and not just every so often. It takes developing the discipline to work that plan day in, day out, attacking every single day and making the most of it so that you can make that happen. But you have to understand what it is that you're after. So really quickly, for those of you that are not in manufacturing home sales, those of you that are not in sales, okay, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you wish that you could get done for loved ones or your community or your church? You've got to know what that is, and then what's it going to take to make that happen? You simply need to break that down into steps and reverse engineer that, and then apply yourself to making it happen. You're not going to go from today, Monday, the 10th of February, to next week having accomplished this huge goal. It may be something that's going to take months, years, but unless you get started, unless you're breaking it down and attacking it every single day, you're never going to achieve it. And that's where most people sell themselves short. That's where most people won't actually accomplish the things that they would like to, not because they can't, but because they don't understand how to make it happen. They think that that's for everybody else, but it's really not. Anybody and everybody can accomplish the things that you're after. You just need to know what it is, and you need to put in the work daily to make it happen. And I'm not talking about going through the motions and just showing up and doing whatever it is that you do. It's intentional steps that actually get you closer every day to accomplishing those things. So we want to make sure that you understand that, whether you're in sales or not, whether you're working at a restaurant, you're a stay-at-home parent, I don't care what it is, you can apply these principles to that and make those things happen for yourself. So I want to discuss the top 5 things that you can do to make sure that daily you're playing to win at life, at business, everything that you do. Okay, so we're going to break those down for you really quickly. First and foremost, all right, let's take a look here. First, you've got to make sure that you have your daily actions lined out. What is it that you've got to have done, okay, on any particular day to get closer to the goal? You've got to have that task list. You got to have those critical tasks. It's only 4 or 5 things per day. That's the one thing that most people get confused. They think they got to have a 30-item task list and they got to get all those things done in one day. You're never going to accomplish that. And that's what keeps you from moving forward. And most people give up because they put this daunting list together that can never be handled. It's 5, 6 things. You get those things done. They move you quicker. They move the needle. They move you closer to hitting the goal. Now, doesn't mean you can't do more than that. You know, you may get those 5 things done in 2-3 hours, half the day. I don't care. And that leaves you time to be able to learn. It leaves you time to be able to grow. It leaves you time to be able to do some things that are for yourself. Right? Right now, in building this business 2 years in, my days are full with, I've got my critical tasks and then I've got the other tasks that still got to get done. So it never ends, but you got to have your daily actions lined out. Next thing is, you can't allow yourself distractions. You can't, it's so tempting to get on here. You tell yourself you're simply going to post something, and next thing you know, you've been on there 30, 45 minutes. So you've got to drown out the distractions. You got to make sure that you're staying on task, that you're being able to give yourself the time that you need, and don't, whether it's the phone, whether it's other people coming into your office and taking up your time, whatever it may be, whatever is a distraction for you, you got to drown that out, and you've got to be able to keep moving forward. The next thing is you hold yourself accountable. Are you holding yourself accountable and truly being honest with yourself as to whether or not you actually won that day or not? And if not, why not? What could you have done better? What needs to happen so that tomorrow the same thing doesn't occur? Look, I lose some days. I track them, mark my W's, mark my L's. Don't like to have the L's, but sometimes I do. But you got to figure out why and then move past it. Leave it in the past, figure it out, get it fixed, and go attack the next day. But hold yourself accountable so that you're making the steps necessary to grow, continue to improve. It's 1% better each and every day. That's the next step. How can you be better today than you were yesterday? How can I be better the 10th than I was on the 9th, than I was on the 8th and 7th, and so forth and so on? It's that 1% improvement each and every day. If you work at being 1% better every day, you'll see that exponentially, cumulatively, right? You compound your growth, you compound your wins, you compound the amount of action and work that you're putting in towards hitting the goal. And you look back and you look at the last 3 months, 6 months, a year, and you'll see, wow, there was quite a bit of growth there. I got quite a few things accomplished towards hitting the big objective, right? We've talked about greatness. Greatness is a mindset of continuing to work. You never truly achieve it because you keep growing the goal. So you've got to figure out how can you be 1% better today than you were yesterday. And lastly, we want to make sure that you got a zero option mentality. You got to make sure that you're accomplishing the things that got to get done, and that you're not allowing yourself to be able to not do the things you've got to get done. There zero options, zero compromise, right? With regards to the things that must get done. Don't allow yourself that, well, I'm not going to be able to do it today, so I'll get it done this other day, whatever it may be. You've got to make sure that you're attacking it, and that if you're not making that thing happen, whatever it may be, that you get it worked out and get it done next day. If you can do these things, if you can make sure you're not compromising yourself, you're not compromising on your goals, you're not compromising on the actions, you're going to see huge growth, you're going to see huge development, and that will lead you to winning, playing to win, and accomplishing a whole lot more. I hope you guys can take that, run with it, and make great things happen. But don't forget, short month, get out there, attack the month, attack the week, attack each and every day. Play to win, do great things. You guys have a fantastic Monday. I'll be on the road the next couple of days, be back in town on Friday for Valentine's Day. Hope you guys are having a great week, great month. And we'll be talking again tomorrow. And as always, my friends, I can't wait to meet you.